Startups Confessions. Can I get a little welcome? Thank you very much. Okay, so who has wanted to rent out their apartment or house but not been able to? Okay, a few people. Who loves going on holidays but can't afford it? Yeah, okay, maybe that's the angle. But you may or may not know this, but with Airbnb, often there are problems in terms of the rules for people that are renting out places. And I think that's a bit of a problem in terms of how people are able to realize the value in their property and this being tied to it, whereas if you own it, you can get away with a lot more. Wouldn't it be nice if there was a great solution and you could monetize your apartment or house when you're away on a holiday and know that it's safe and know who is inside it? Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, well you have it here.
Yeah, so what is Nesteek? So Nesteek's a platform where if you're going away, you can find someone to cover your rent for the full duration of your travels. Just a guest covering your rent.
Okay, so why is that not illegal?
So why is it not illegal? Great question. So it's house sitting. So if it's under 3 months, it's not subletting. So subletting laws are a little bit different. So there's a little bit of a loophole. Everyone's allowed to get someone to house sit while they're traveling. So with Nesteek, if you have just one person staying for the full duration, you can get away with it.
And so basically it's kind of house sitting, but someone pays you to house sit.
Exactly, yeah.
And they get a wonderful place to stay, and you get to go away and be paid for your place while you're not using it.
Exactly.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, take me back. I want to hear the background. Who were you before Nesteek?
Yeah, so before Nesteek, so a year and a half ago, working at Target, slaving away, stacking shelves, just looking for a way to just make some extra income and not have to wait till I finished uni to start generating income and get a good job. So I was looking for opportunities, and I stumbled upon a small business opportunity where I could approach a landlord and help them rent their place on Airbnb for more money. So I started doing that, made a bit of money doing that, and through that I learned business skills and ways to make my own money instead of relying on an employer.
Okay, it sounds nice and easy, but kind of take me back. The first memories of the idea, where did it kind of spark?
Yeah, so through the Airbnb business, I learned that a lot of people wanted to just get one person come in and cover the rent for the full duration. People are asking me, can I put my place on Airbnb while I'm traveling and just get someone to pay my rent? And I don't have to explain them the logistics of doing it. With management, people checking in and out, cleaning, organizing cleaning between, it's not possible while you're traveling. So then we thought, why can't you just get someone just to pay the full duration? A platform that allows you to do that.
Okay, so I'm sure a lot of people have thought that, but you did something about it. Talk me through that. How did you actually get this into something people can use?
Yeah, so in the beginning, it was just an idea, it was just me. I had to find a developer that could help me bring this to fruition. So I had a mutual friend that introduced me to Deepak, just in the corner over there, he's a little bit shy, but there he is. Introduced me, we went through the idea, he loved the idea, and together we founded the company together.
Okay, so mutual friend introduction. I take it that's working out well in terms of actually knowing each other, having a connection rather than some random person.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't work for everyone. Most people do advise against it, just starting a business with someone you barely know, but it worked out well for us, and you know, we came this far.
Okay, beautiful. So I know some of the story in terms of the growth that you've had, but you launched in January?
Yeah.
And that growth has been kind of ridiculous. Can you talk me through how you got that growth and what it's looked like?
Yeah, so when we first started, we knew that there was something here, but we didn't know if it was going to really work or not. So what we did is we put up a very basic Wix website, just said what we're going to do, what the platform's going to do. Just was a simple wait list and put your email at the bottom. We advertised that wait list throughout the whole city. We'd get posters, we had a tape gun, and we'd go around just tape posters everywhere, just cover it. Had a simple tagline, don't pay rent while away, with a QR code. We just covered the streets with it. Ultimo, King's Cross, Bondi Beach, and through that we generated a few hundred signups that were waiting for the product to come out, and that gave us enough validation that there was something there.
I saw those everywhere. I don't know who posted them. You don't know either, but you know, they were well represented. But that's so 200 kind of sign-ups in terms of people committing before it was even a thing. And now obviously it is a thing. How has that kind of worked out?
Yeah, so then we launched then a few months after that. And then with that, we emailed all our waitlisters. We had a few hundred on there. And from day dot, we already had 5 listings ready to go. We rented them out as fast as we could to give them the best experience possible. And then through that, those people recommended some of their friends, and that helped us get our initial word of mouth and get the ball rolling.
Interesting. So you found people do tell other people about it?
Yes, so it's all about the network effect. So that's our key proprietary that stops people from competing with us is the network. Once we have as much of the midterm homes as possible, between 1 and 3 months, it's very hard for anyone to come in and compete.
Okay. Yeah, once everyone is listing on that platform, once you know it works, when you take your next holiday, why are you going to look somewhere else? Can we get into numbers a little bit? And what does that look like in terms of people actually making bookings?
Yeah, so currently, just last month, we hit 100 signups. We're celebrating 100 accounts. Today, we're on 350 accounts, and we've hosted 70 listings so far.
So 70 paid listings.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, that's worth a round of applause. Yeah. Okay, I look forward to the future version of this Confessions, where we're going to slice in this part of the video and then see how it's going in future. But for future you down the camera, what are you expecting this to grow into over the next couple?
Yeah, so we want to be able to open up Nesteek to the rest of the country. So right now, only available in specific hotspots. We want to be able to go to Melbourne within the next 6 months, and then eventually open up to every major city in Australia and have homes everywhere, and yeah, take it to the next level.
I'm just amazed at how many people you've got to sign up. Like, people care about their houses, their apartments, and to hand it over to someone and a new platform, and people on the platform you don't know. How do you fix that? How do you give people trust?
Yeah, so in the beginning, that was a big problem that we had. When we first launched, it was trust. Is this platform legit? Do we trust them with our home? We have our personal belongings in there. In the beginning, it was a lot of just talking with the customer, picking up the phone, explaining who we are, what we're doing, our vision for the company, and then slowly just enticing the first few people to come on like that. And then once we convince them and show them the experience they can get on Nesteek, asking them to recommend them to their friends.
It's interesting where trust comes from. Why should anyone trust Airbnb? And there's obviously good reasons not to in different examples, or Uber or something else. And these are companies that are built on manufacturing trust through the platforms they have. So if they can do it, you can definitely do it. And it sounds like you already are. So we're kind of early in the journey on this, but what can people do to get involved? If you're watching this and thinking this sounds great, who are you looking for and what can they do?
Yeah, so we're looking to onboard a few more people to help us keep up with demand. Lately, we've been featured on a few major publications, which sounds great on paper, but it led to unanticipated demand. We went from getting a few hundred clicks a day to over 2,000 just overnight. We couldn't keep up with the sheer amount of requests that came in. So looking to get potentially another dev on board, and also open up a capital raise as well to allow us to scale even faster than we currently are.
Okay, so potentially capital raise, but it sounds like from the numbers we discussed before that you can take that or leave it, but it's kind of growth capital if you need it. I will say in the windows here, we've had different startups each week, you have had the most clicks on your QR codes of any startup that we've had here, which to me, this tells me something about conversion and interest in this that's kind of unique. Do you have any idea about why that is? What is it about 50,000 people a week walking past here that clicks with a lot of them?
In my opinion, it's market timing. So I didn't time it to launch in this specific time. However, with the current rental crisis and a solution like what we're offering at this current time, people seeing don't pay rent while away or get a guest to cover your rent is just clicking with people. It catches their eye, it's something different, and it just makes people stop and sign up and see what we're about.
Okay, I saw a few people getting out their phones, so it sounds like you got a few more. I'll finish up. Coming from Target into this, for anyone that's working a job at Target or somewhere like it, how has that experience been for you as an entrepreneur now?
Yeah, so with a job, just taking orders, going in, slaving away, it's personally not for me. Some people can do it. I had to look for a way out. Now with my own style, to be my own boss, make my schedule, and focus on something that I'm passionate about, not something that someone's telling me to do. Do what I want to do.
Okay. Okay, so recommend it, especially if you can build something that grows this quickly. Okay, we'll wrap up there because I want to do a private Q&A with the people here. For anyone watching at home, if you come down and join us every Friday at 3:30 at UTS Startups at Central, we have a wonderful room full of people, wonderful entrepreneurs, wonderful private Q&A where they share the real kind of confessions about what they're doing. And we have the best pizza of any pizza I've ever had. I'm a pizza connoisseur, and this is, I swear to God, the best pizza I've ever had, and it's free, and it's thanks to Amazon Web Services. Thank you, Amazon. And there's good people from Amazon here too. But please join me in thanking Keith, and we'll see you down here for the next Confessions.